Live from downtown Spokane, this is 4 News Now at 6.
Good evening, I'm Rob King. A domestic violence suspect was killed in a car crash while speeding away from Spokane County Sheriff's deputies. Happened today along Upriver Drive, which has been closed to drivers this evening from the Minnehaha Climbing Rocks area west to Camp Seekney. Now this is where we join Angela Hara with more on what led up to the incident.
At 11 a.m. this morning, Spokane County deputies responded to an active domestic violence assault on East Upriver Drive near North Argonne Road. The call described the assault as coming from inside a vehicle. They found the suspect's vehicle by Boulder Beach. The female victim got out of the car distressed and needed help. The driver did not follow the deputies' directions and instead sped away along Upriver. Deputies chased the car until the driver lost control and crashed into a parked car and then a tree. The man died from his injuries at the scene. The victim has been taken to the hospital for her injuries. Deputies say they are not life-threatening. The medical examiner's office will release the suspect's name at a later time. Now, it is important to note that because the male driver did die while fleeing on this active call, it is to be treated as a death involving law enforcement, and now the Washington State Patrol is conducting an investigation. Reporting in Spokane County, Angela Hara, 4 News Now.
Angela, thanks. We'll continue to deliver breaking news alerts right to your phone on the 4 News Now mobile app. You can also find updates on this story on our website, kxly.com. Taking a live look right now over downtown Spokane. A gorgeous day and a gorgeous Easter weekend over in Riverfront Park. And the Easter Bunny was there today, a day early, to hide 20,000 Easter eggs for everyone. And an egg hunt was open to all ages. And for the 4th year in a row, Riverfront Park collaborated with the Isaac Foundation to design a sensory-friendly egg hunt for individuals who may have a hard time with crowds and noisy spaces. The egg hunt took place at the Providence Playscape, and here, individuals of all ages and abilities hunted for stuffed eggs and fun surprises with staggered start times to avoid crowds. Robin Schultz has a son with a rare genetic condition that impacts his mobility, and he says inclusive events like this are so important for his son's development.
Being able to have something like this is crucial for him. It allows him to be a kid.
The Isaac Foundation frequently holds sensory-friendly events in the community throughout the year. Well, it was a wonderful day to get out and Easter egg hunt, and when a lot of people do it tomorrow for Easter, it's probably going to be even better.
Yes, we're looking at even warmer temperatures tomorrow, Rob, and even 70 degrees by Monday.
Ooh, I forgot what that felt like.
I did too, but then cooler temperatures after that. So enjoy it while you can, Rob. Good evening to you. Good evening, everyone. Good Saturday evening. What a beautiful day we've had today. A beautiful evening as well. 60 degrees right now in the Spokane region. We kind of plateaued right around 61 today. Just beautiful conditions, but even warmer on the way tomorrow. Look at this, free and clear throughout all of our areas. That includes all the way from Ellensburg down to Pendleton up to Connell. Just beautiful conditions, and we're going to see more of that tomorrow, especially in the morning hours. Also, we're being treated to some light winds. We're seeing enough wind to get a little bit of fresh air in the region, but still looking at light winds today, tomorrow, and Monday. We're going to see that change come as we get to Tuesday, where we're going to see some gusty winds bringing in cooler temperatures. So please enjoy these nice conditions as we're moving along. So we are 7 degrees above our average for this time of year. We're going to be even much so, and we're going to be about 16 degrees above our average by the time we get to Monday. Overnight tonight, we're going to be much improved to what we saw this morning. We're going to be seeing well above freezing temperatures. So a big warming trend is on the way just in time for the holiday weekend. So your evening planner, we're going to be looking very nice and mostly clear skies. We do expect to see a little bit more cloud coverage in the afternoon tomorrow, but get ready for at least a nice Easter morning. I'll get you ready for those changes coming in our work week. That's my first alert weather forecast that's coming up.
Jason, thanks. Drivers, a heads up, if you use westbound I-90 in Liberty Lake, plan for additional travel time starting on Monday. The Department of Transportation says contractor crews are resuming a project to install ramp meters at the Harvard Road interchange. Monday through Thursday, the southbound and northbound Liberty Lake Road on-ramps to westbound I-90 will be closed from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. The ramps will remain open during peak commute hours, and outside those hours, drivers will be detoured to the Barker Road interchange. Today, President Trump repeated his warning to Iran to open up the Strait of Hormuz or face consequences. U.S. military still urgently searching for a U.S. aircrew member missing when a U.S. fighter jet was shot down over central Iran. Here's ABC's senior White House correspondent Selena Wang with the details.
Today, President Trump taking to his social media platform, reiterating his threat to strike Iran's energy sites if they don't open the Strait of Hormuz, writing, "Remember when I gave Iran 10 days to make a deal or open up the Hormuz Strait? Time is running out, 48 hours before all hell will rain down on them. Glory be to God." The president's warning comes as the military urgently searches for a missing U.S. service member. U.S. officials say there were 2 crew members on board the F-15 shot down over central Iran. One of them was rescued after ejecting from the aircraft, but the fate of the other is unknown.
The longer that the pilot is on the ground, the more precarious this situation is.
Efforts to find the missing crew member are proving to be dangerous. According to U.S. officials, during the search and rescue mission, an Air Force A-10 Warthog attack aircraft was hit by incoming fire over Iran, eventually crashing in Kuwait. The pilot rescued. 2 Black Hawk helicopters involved in the mission were also struck. Some crew members injured, but U.S. officials say they safely made it back to their base.
Once you lose a plane, you then have to start a very intense effort to find that individual. That involves low and slow helicopters, not terribly difficult to fire at them.
These incidents raising questions about Iran's military capabilities just days after the president claimed the regime no longer had the capability to shoot down U.S. aircraft.
They have no anti-aircraft equipment. Their radar is 100% annihilated. We are unstoppable as a military force.
A news broadcaster on Iranian state TV telling Iranians they'd be rewarded for capturing any crew members alive and turning them over to the regime. Selena Wang, ABC News, Washington.
Spokane County turns off its flock cameras due to a new state law. Coming up after the break, what this means for public safety. Plus, NASA sends new photos from the Artemis II, where they are in their journey to the moon. It's coming up next.
And spring fever is spreading throughout the inland Northwest with a beautiful Saturday and even warmer temperatures on the way. Let me get you and your family prepared for your Easter Sunday, your next work week. And my first alert weather forecast, you're watching 4 News Now at 6. We hope to see you right after the break.
Download the KXLY Plus app on your connected TV.
4 News Now is brought to you by Car Wash Plaza.
This is your community, and your stories deserve to be heard. At 4 News Now, we're here to listen, connect, and bring you the news that truly matters. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
Thank you.
I got this.
Thanks. I'm Alex.
I'm Jade.
The train is right on time. Grand Funk Railroad still shining on tour. Live at the Coeur d'Alene Casino Thursday, April 16th. Ready for action? It's no holds barred as King of the Cage features up-and-coming MMA stars battling it out live at the Coeur d'Alene Casino Thursday, May 14th. The Marshall Tucker Band. Now they take the highway to a special night full of classics. Live at the Coeur d'Alene Casino Thursday, June 4th. Visit the Coeur d'Alene Casino box office or CDAcasino.com to buy your tickets.
Winning is just the beginning.
My moderate to severe Crohn's symptoms kept me out of the picture. Now I have Skyrizi.
I've got places to go and I'm feeling free. Controlling my Crohn's means everything to me. Control is everything to me.
And now I'm back in the picture. Skyrizi is the only IL-23 inhibitor proven to help achieve remission, meaning few to no symptoms in just 4 weeks for some people. Many were in remission at 12 weeks, at 1 year, and even at 4 years. Plus, Skyrizi is proven to help visibly repair damage of the intestinal lining.
Don't use if allergic. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines. Liver problems leading to hospitalization may occur when treated for Crohn's.
Now's the time to take control of your Crohn's.
Control is everything to me.
Ask your doctor about Skyrizi, the #1 prescribed biologic in Crohn's disease.
4 News Now is brought to you by Shriners Children's Hospitals.
Welcome back. We're seeing some new images captured by Artemis II astronauts. The crew now more than halfway through their journey to the moon. The astronauts will reach the moon on Monday for a flyby around the celestial orb. And these new images show astronauts viewing Earth. It's the first manned crew to head to the moon in more than 5 decades. NASA says this mission will help set the groundwork for astronauts' return to the lunar surface in 2028. We were looking at those photos earlier, found out it's Africa that they were showing. But it's disorienting because you see it on the ground when you think it should be over here, as it would be on a globe.
We're used to our globes, yeah. But beautiful conditions. You know, I always love seeing the big blue marble like that. Also, we love seeing our weather looking like it did today. Plenty of blue skies. Good Saturday evening, everyone. 60 degrees all around. What a beautiful evening. And we have even warmer temperatures on the way for your Easter Sunday. So our skies pretty much clear. Plenty of blue sky, and that includes down in the Yakima Valley, along the Blue Mountain region in the mid-Columbia. Just beautiful conditions throughout, and they're going to continue. And look at this. We're going to be staying dry now. We're going to see a change coming Tuesday, cooler temperatures, but we're going to be seeing just nice conditions as we move into our next weekend. So looking very lovely for our at least first third of April. Now, we ended March with heavy rains in the early part of April. So most of our areas besides this corridor, Moses Lake down to Pendleton, most of our areas are right where they should be or a little above for rainfall in the last month. But we still need more into our spring compared to that dry summer we had last year. So the drought monitor, we're Spokane, pretty good spot all the way down to Connell, and then Tri-Cities up to Sandpoint, looking at moderate drought. And we still have severe drought for Coeur d'Alene and St. Mary's, but it is much better than it was last year. We just need some more rain and just a nice spring ahead to help out. Also, keep an eye on river levels, and really the only place, the Natchez River, just northwest of Yakima, they're in the action stage tomorrow. But we'll keep a close eye on that as warmer temperatures continue and we see more melt coming in. So for our passes, just beautiful conditions. If you're doing any traveling tomorrow, you're going to see lovely conditions, or if you have folks coming in for the holiday tomorrow. And folks, we should be looking at good traveling conditions for the foreseeable future. So very nice for the passes, and again, nice throughout the Northwest, and looking that way for the future. So for our winds, we are very light. You have to go to Pendleton and Wenatchee to find anything with double digits, and those light winds will continue tomorrow. On our future cast, as we head into our Easter Sunday, clear skies throughout our regions, but then we'll be seeing a little bit of cloud coverage coming in, and as we get into Monday as well. Best chance of a little bit of shower activity late Monday, but that'll be very quick. Maybe Bonners Ferry, Grangeville, very quick if it does come. For your Tuesday, though, is when we're going to see changes. A cool front is going to come in, bringing in more wind. Could see some gusty conditions and those cooler temperatures, but not today. 9 degrees warmer right now than we were yesterday at this time. Looks like our Ritzville and Dayton, St. Mary's, 10 degrees, and we should be even warmer tomorrow. So for our currents right now, we're mostly around the 60-degree mark, Inland Empire, right around the upper 60s for much of the mid-Columbia. Ellensburg at mid-60s. So for our overnight lows, much warmer as well. Upper 30s for the Inland Empire, mid to lower 40s for the mid-Columbia. So warm conditions overnight into your Easter morning, at least warmer than we saw this morning. There's the Easter Bunny saying hi, 67. 70 degrees for your Monday. Then we see that cool front coming in Tuesday with those winds. So that's why we're going to drop down 13 degrees. Also, our overnights will drop, but still we're staying very nice. And those are right around our average temperatures, actually a little bit above. So a beautiful week is ahead. Warm conditions continuing through Monday. A great Easter Sunday is on the way.
All right, Jason, thanks. A new law in Washington sets strict rules for how automated license plate readers or flock cameras can now be used. The Spokane County Sheriff's Office and the Airway Heights Police Department have decided to turn off all flock cameras. The law states how cameras can be used, where they can go, and how long the data can be accessible for. The Sheriff's Office says because of how vague the rules are, they've turned off nearly 100 cameras in the county. In Airway Heights, they've turned off all 8.
There are a lot of nuances written into the law, some of it intentionally, some of it unintentionally, that has made it so we could not continue to operate the system with confidence that we wouldn't be violating some of the provisions in the law.
The sheriff's office also says the rules don't allow them to use the cameras to their full capability by limiting what they can search for. The sheriff's office now working with legal teams to understand the guidelines, but there's no timeline for when the cameras might be reactivated. Washington State Attorney General Nick Brown announced a lawsuit challenging President Trump's executive order that limits mail-in voting. The president signed the order this week, calling for the creation of a national list of eligible voters and ordering the Postal Service to send ballots only to those listed. President Trump has long claimed U.S. elections are filled with fraud and that voting by mail is cheating. A.G. Brown says the Constitution gives states the ability to control how they conduct elections, and this order violates the separation of powers. In a statement, Brown writes, "Mail-in voting is safe and legal in Washington. We will do everything we can to defend it, and come November, despite the president's lawless threats, we'll once again use that power to protect our democracy." It's been a little more than a week since the Deer Coco Cafe was broken into in downtown. It's owned by a local beloved businesswoman, Celeste Shaw, who's battling a serious illness. And since then, a suspect has been arrested and the business recovering ahead of a holiday weekend. Police reports say $85 in cash and pastries were stolen, but Shaw estimates the business's overall loss was about $15,000. She says the break-in has been especially stressful in the middle of her medical struggles, but she's trying to move forward.
I hope we could just find a way to come out on the other side in a positive way.
The Spokane Police Department says that arrested Shelby Lampier the evening after the break-in. Lampier is in the Spokane County Jail facing charges including second-degree burglary. Washington State football returns to Spokane today to showcase some spring ball. Catch how the team looks this preseason and what's got them buzzing with the great crowd up at Union Stadium. That's all coming up next in sports.
Sign up for the 4 News Now Daily Local at KXLY.com.
Fred Meyer always gives you more ways to save, like low prices in every aisle. Plus, you can clip and save more with digital coupons in the app and earn fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon at the pump. Discover more ways to save big. Fred Meyer, fresh for everyone.
Time now for your pathway to retirement. Dave Altmaier is here, and he is the founder and president of Altmaier Financial Group. Now, younger baby boomers who are preparing to retire, they're among the first to retire with a 401k instead of a pension. So I want to ask you, Dave, what does this 401k generation need to know about retirement?
Yeah, so a lot of people spend down their retirement too fast. Their 401ks, they were taking too much out early, and so there's not a lot left in their balances by age 85, but half of retirees live beyond age 85, so that's the challenge. Social Security can supplement, but remember, it's a supplement.
Yes, and so I'm hearing between the lines here, we need a plan. You don't want to draw down on that 401k, and this is different than having a pension, and that's where a planner comes in.
Yeah, that's right. So people really don't have pensions like you used to. There's only a couple employers in the area that offer them.
All right, so you've got to have that plan, and to that end, Dave, tell us about this great offer you've brought for our viewers.
So it's our Money Freedom Toolkit. It includes the book that I wrote, Last Leg of Your Journey to Retirement. It has several guides on different topics that's important in retirement that my team put together.
And it's exciting. All of this is available digitally to you as well. To download it and read at your leisure, you can get it today. It's completely free for our viewers. Call, click, or text to receive Dave's Money Freedom Toolkit. And the team at Altmaier Financial Group, they're going to get that right out to you. Dave, we thank you for your time. We'll see you next week for your pathway to retirement.
You can save big in every aisle at Fred Meyer. Right now, select packs of soda are buy 3, get 3 free with your card. And you can save $20 on your first order when you try pickup or delivery. Fred Meyer, fresh for everyone.
Washington State football returns to action in Spokane spring ball today, giving the Cougs fans up north a little bit of a taste of 2026 football. The Cougs went through a litany of drills over 8 individual periods and then another 8 with the whole team. testing out every position, focusing on ball security, explosiveness, and high energy. The team showcased the talents to fans from across the Spokane area. The one shot this spring, WSU showcasing football in this area before returning to Pullman. Head coach Kirby Moore spoke with us post-practice on the support from Coug Nation and how them showing up today was so huge.
It's awesome. I think, right, we can't give our guys enough reps in terms of fans, competition. Obviously, we start on the road, right, the first couple games, and so embracing that, right, we had about an hour and a half bus ride here. We went to Pasco, which was 2 hours, and in terms of, just how that's going to feel. Right, in terms of traveling, resetting, new environment, we got to have good energy, got to start well, and so those are things we're really emphasizing.
The Cougs have 9 more practices to go before hosting the annual Crimson and Gray game. That's at Martin Stadium, Saturday, April 25th. And it's official today. Gonzaga's Mark Few into the 2026 class for the Naismith Basketball Hall of Fame. Few helped build Gonzaga into a national brand and titan, coaching GU since 1999 and leading the Zags to 27 straight NCAA tournament appearances, their first #1 ranking, and 2 national runner-ups. Few joins legends like Candace Parker, Doc Rivers, and Amari Stoudemire, earning the Hall this August. Gonzaga earned a series-clinching win today over the Pepperdine Waves in a 4-3 final. Noah Meffert earning the player of the game. Not too hard for him. 3 for 4 today, including a monster home run in the 5th inning that helped separate the Zags for good. GU lifts their record of 15-14, the first time this season with a winning record. And hey, today's win, head coach Mark Machtel, 638th. That now sets a new high in Gonzaga baseball coaching history. Zags next head west to face the Washington Huskies on Monday at 5 p.m. And the Seattle Reign take on the Denver Summit tonight, right now across the street at One Spokane Stadium. Kickoff just started not too long ago. I saw last check before coming out here. It's about 30-ish minutes in, and not too much, still 0-0. We'll bring you all the highlights at Fox 28 at 10. And not a positive result today for the Spokane Zephyr. They fall 3-1 at Dallas Trinity FC. Kelsey Euler scored an own goal in the 15th minute, and then after trailing 1-0 at the break, Spokane let in a 48th minute penalty by Amber Brooks. A Catherine Rapp late goal for the Zephyr ended up not being enough, and Jenny Julia Danielson finished off Spokane in added time. We'll have these highlights coming up later tonight. And Velocity just got underway south in Idaho, taking on AC Boise in this potential budding rivalry. This one's scoreless as well, just about 10 minutes in. Highlights, again, coming your way tonight. And the Spokane Indians already well underway to Vista Stadium. This one's been very back and forth. 3rd lead change already for Game 2 of the 3-game series against the Everett Aqua Sox. Sox took a 1-0 lead. Indians replied with 2 more runs, grabbing the lead back. But then 2 Everett solo homers later, and they're back on top now in the middle of the 5th. Seattle Mariners have our latest start tonight. They begin after our 6 p.m. show right now. The Mariners winning last night to take a 1-0 series lead and also win their first road game, mostly coming due to the fact of the fantastic arm of Brian Wu. Game 2 will, like all these other games here, be featured on Fox 28 at 10. And for the 3rd time over the last 4 years, the Connecticut Huskies return to the NCAA Men's Basketball National Championship game. They topped the Illinois Fighting Illini 71-62, the final from Indianapolis. And now we can see who they're going to face next. This one very, very early. 2-0 start. Not too much so far between Michigan and Arizona. 2 of the #1 seeds among the best in the game. These 2 just seconds ago tipping off, of course, in Indianapolis as well. Arizona with a pair of wins will be the first Western school to win a national title since they did it themselves in 1997. So I don't know if any of your teams are still alive or if you picked one of the, I guess, 3 teams alive remaining to win it all. Did you?
No, I went out there. I went Gonzaga, Idaho for the final, and I lost pretty early.
Oh, the homer answer.
All right, we'll have another check of weather right after this.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Book your stay and play today at MissaquaCasinoHotel.com.
The train is right on time. Grand Funk Railroad still shining on tour. Live at the Coeur d'Alene Casino Thursday, April 16th. Ready for action? It's no holds barred as King of the Cage features up-and-coming MMA stars battling it out live at the Coeur d'Alene Casino Thursday, May 14th. The Marshall Tucker Band. Now they take the highway to a special night full of classics. Live at the Coeur d'Alene Casino Thursday, June 4th. Visit the Coeur d'Alene Casino box office or CDAcasino.com to buy your tickets.
Winning is just the beginning.
Still dealing with moderate to severe ulcerative colitis or Crohn's disease symptoms despite treatment?
Then you know there can be unpredictability.
Workarounds. And avoiding.
It was time to make a change.
I changed.
I changed too.
My doctor recommended Rinvoq, a once-daily pill.
I got rapid symptom relief at 2 weeks. Check. Rinvoq helped visibly repair my intestinal lining. Check.
I got lasting remission, meaning few to no symptoms. Check.
Rinvoq can lower ability to fight infections. Before treatment, test for TB and do blood work. Serious infections, blood clots, some fatal. Cancers including lymphoma and skin. Serious allergic reactions, GI tears, death, heart attack, and stroke occurred. CV event risk increases in age 50 plus with a heart disease risk factor. Tell your doctor if you've had these events, infection, Hep B or C, smoked, are pregnant, or planning. Don't take if allergic or have an infection.
Put UC and Crohn's in check and keep them there with Rinvoq.
Ask your gastroenterologist about Rinvoq.
Welcome back, everyone. We are looking very, very nice for our evening and into your, look at that, 7 a.m., partly cloudy.
Wow.
Beautiful 41 for the Easter egg hunt. 67 your high tomorrow. More clouds in the evening hours, but a beautiful Easter is on the way. Hope everybody has some great plans for it, but enjoy the warmth while it lasts.
I know, very nice. It's been a while, and now we're getting, well, I guess we had a mild winter, but to see the temperatures start to kind of like go with the sunshine that we got, that's where we
tomorrow
really
we'll feel the upper 60s and then 70 by Monday. You can really feel that heat.
70 is going to be great.
Then back to the mid-50s by Tuesday.
Well, it's spring in Spokane. I guess what can we expect?
Exactly.
All right, Jason, thanks. And thank you, Jack. Thank you for watching 4 News Now at 6. We'll see you back here for 4 News Now at 10 over on Fox 28. We'll have more local news and sports highlights for you. We'll see you then.